What's up, mamas? I'm Rebecca. You're watching the Reseller Mom Show. Thank you for joining me today for another What Sold Fast video. So as you can see, today I am not showing myself. Right now it's 5:30 in the morning. I've shoved myself in the guest room. I'm trying to kind of be quiet while everyone is sleeping to record this. It's going to be my only time today to do it. We are headed to the pumpkin patch, and you know, this is one of those mom life things. This is also one of those things where it's great to be a reseller because I can do what I need to do when it works and it's flexible, and I can still do all my fun family things and I can still get my work done. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to try to be quiet, but hopefully the audio is good. And for some reason I think I'm also losing my voice, so there's that. But anyway, so What Sold Fast, this is for the week of September 28th through October 5th. This is for Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And I wouldn't say that there's anything considerably unique about this week. I feel like everything's pretty run-of-the-mill. The overall total sales were just fine, nothing to speak of. I did have a couple of standout sales that I'm interested in sharing with you, that I'm excited to share with you. But other than that, no real crazy trend to speak of. So we'll just kind of jump right in with the sales that sold in less than 2 weeks. So the first item I thought was interesting. It was a good test. I didn't know too much about this brand, Angel Kiss. I found these at the bins. I picked them up because they were, you know, just kind of that interesting wash. And then also they had the embroidery on it. And I'm going to have to look up the brand. These sold super quick. Well, not super quick, I guess. What I did is forget to put this up on my phone. Hold on, I'm so sorry. My template for what sold, so that way I can read off to you how many days it sold in. I'm sorry, those took 2 weeks to sell. So in my mind, that's still super quick. But I don't know if anything about this brand. I do want to look into it further because I do see it every once in a while. I don't know if it's just kind of like, I mean, they are junior size. It's a size 9. And so I was kind of not sure about that. So I'm not sure if it's sold based on the fact that they had the embroidery or if there's something about the brand. So if you are familiar with this brand or if you sell a lot of juniors, leave some comments below and let me know of your experience. I would love to hear it. This next sale is kind of a bummer. So it's the North Face. It was new with tags. It's just a hoodie. And it's a retail value of $50. And I took an offer of $15 and I am pissed about it. So what I didn't know was that my photographer helper left the clearance tag on. And I got these at the bins. And so I already got 2 messages, one on Poshmark. I don't know if we can see it here. Yeah, and then also I got one on Mercari where she said, doesn't the tag say that it was marked down to $9.95? And I said, hello, yes, it sure does. It's still a $50 item per the retail. I'm happy to work out a deal, but it will be more than $10. This was the clearance price. I mean, I have no issue with selling something for more than the clearance price, but I don't usually leave the clearance tags on. It is part of our SOP for her to be taking them off. So clearly this was a mistake and I did not see it. And so when someone gave me the offer of $15, I just took it because I didn't feel like having to go get the item, take the clearance sticker off, retake the photo of the retail tag, or just have to relist it on all the platforms because then, you know, obviously the comments are still there, but, you know, I think people are kind of like, why are you selling it for more than the clearance price? But I'm not the clearance store, so I have no issue with selling it for more. But I just thought this was an interesting point to bring up if you do or don't remove clearance tags, or just to kind of show you the type of quality control that you may need to do if you do have an employee helping you. These are the kinds of things that you need to be looking for, or at least noting in your procedures. So that was a real bummer because I feel like I should have been able to get at least 20 for this. I mean, it's just a hoodie. It's not anything crazy, but still, I feel like I should have gotten more than $15. So that was a bummer. Next up, I was excited to show, and that sold in 14 days as well. Next up are these Nike Pro Combat Hyper Strong shorts, and I do so well with these. Anything that has these like hard, I don't know anything about them, but they have like the hard sides or the patches on them that have like padding for sports. And I don't know if they're for football. I don't know if they're for going paintballing. Like, I don't know what these jokers do with them. That's none of my business, but they always sell. Nike especially, but I did recently pick up some other brand of these types of shorts as well. They're not listed yet, so we'll see how they do. But, you know, I think getting $19 for these is great. They're from the bins and they're super light, and they sold in 13 days. So for me, that's a win all around. These are new with tags, ASOS men's skinny jeans, size 28. Is that right? I don't know. Are they men's? I don't know. Lately I feel like unless I do it myself, like everything is going to be wrong, but I don't have time to do it myself. So sometimes things are going to be wrong, and when you have employees, you just need to deal with that. So I have no idea what's going on with those pants, but they sold in 10 days. I haven't heard anything yet about them, so we'll see what happens. I definitely do like to have, you know, things correct. I like to have things going well, but I feel like there are some weeks where everything is wrong. And this was one of those weeks. There were just several mistakes that all happened to come to light in this particular week. It doesn't even mean that they were all made this week, but they just all flourished in this week as far as coming to light. And so it is what it is, people. I don't know what to tell you. Just gotta roll with it, or do it yourself, or whatever. And since I can't do it myself, I don't have time for that. I have to just go with it. This was a sweatshirt I'm 99% sure came in an airport lost luggage. It was either airport lost luggage or the bins. I know for sure I didn't buy this at Goodwill Retail. I have not been there in quite some time now, but I knew it was going to do well. Disney, Mickey Mouse, kind of like an 80s theme with like the weird geometric shapes and the color scheme and the stripes, and it was just so cute. And if it was bigger, I might have kept it for myself, but it was only a medium, and it sold for $29 on Mercari, which was my full price, and that was probably anywhere between $40 and $60 at Disney, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was Disney Parks. So that's always good, and I think that could be why I got, you know, a higher price for it. But anyway, that sold on Mercari in 6 days, so gotta love your good Disney stuff. Next up is a Ralph Lauren open knit, open front duster, and this sold for an offer of $17. Super lightweight. It sold in 6 days on eBay. It's plus shipping, and I thought that that was a great sale. I love Ralph Lauren, especially in the bigger sizes. It always does well. This one was from a local closet clear out. The woman actually had 2 or 3 dresses similar in style from Mango, and so I bought them all from her, probably for about $2 or $3. I can't remember. I sold this for $18, and an offer came in quickly in 6 days. So this was on Poshmark, and I was happy to take that offer. It's a good quick flip. Fine with that. No complaints. These are men's Adidas sweatpants. These might have been from the bins. I'm having trouble with things that have come from the bins versus come from the airport lost luggage at this point, because it just all runs together. But these sold in 4 days. I had them up for $29. They offered me $20, and I took it. These Zella pants actually came in a liquidation order when I won a bunch of auctions on the liquidation site, and I had a lot of items that had some flaws, some stains or whatever, but I thought they were going to easily be removed through just a wash, and so I put all of those items in a pile. I finally did the reseller laundry, and they finally got listed. So this was in that pile. They're just Zella jogger pants, and I had them up for $29, and they sold at full price, which was on sale for $23.20 on eBay, and those sold in 2 days of being listed. Next up is another item from a liquidation order, I'm pretty sure. Liquidation or the bins. Treasure and Bond, something navy sweater dress, cashmere blend, and I think I had it up for $49. This is a house brand from Nordstrom, and it sold for an offer of $35 plus shipping, and that sold in 2 days of being listed, and I'm very happy with that sale. And this one was awesome as well. It kind of made me want to list it higher. It's a baby wearing shirt, and again, I can't remember where I got this, but it's a tank top where you can't really see it because of the sold thing, but you put the baby inside like a little kangaroo pouch. Oh my god, I used to love shoving Gio in those things. Although I didn't have a tank top, I had the boba wrap or whatever, and I would wrap him in there and snug him up, and he loved being in there and would sleep, and I loved getting stuff done, and I loved having him close to me. I wish I could do it now and just shove him in a sack and hold on to him on my body. But anyway, this sold for $24 within 1 day of being listed, and yeah, I wish I should have listed it for more maybe, but somebody got a great deal and I got a quick sale, and I'm happy with that. This has a flaw on the back, so I had it up for $19 with free shipping on Mercari, and they offered me $15 the same day, and I took it because I knew it had a flaw. The flaw was disclosed. There's just kind of like some discoloration on the lower back, so hopefully I don't have any problems with this. But it's an Under Armour sweatshirt hoodie, and I had it up for $19. They gave me an offer of $15 including the shipping, and I took it because, like I said, it had the flaw and it sold in 1 day. So that's that. And this item is weird. So it's from Airport Lost Luggage. So I only paid, based on all the items, 50 cents per item, but all the items I was selling online, about $2 per item. It's Ibex, and it was purchased on Mercari when I initially listed it, and then the person returned it because they said there was something wrong with it. I forget what they said. When I got it back, I was like, I guess I could have washed it. It's maybe a little bit more dingy than I would have liked to have sold it. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. No holes or anything, and I thought that's what they had said was the reason why they returned it. So anyway, I threw it in the wash with the load of reseller laundry with those Zella pants, and it came out perfectly fine. I re-inspected it. I didn't see any holes or anything, and then I put it up on eBay. Well, I put it up everywhere again, and it sold on eBay in the same day for $24. So I have no idea. And I put it up, I think maybe was it an offer? It might have been an offer. I can't remember, because if it was up for $29, it sold for full price, it would have been $23.20. So I think it was an offer, and I took it because I was like, sure, I'll sell it again real quick. Like, that's fine with me. It sold quick the first time. It sold quick the second time. So hopefully this sale sticks. But this Ibex brand, again, sometimes I don't research every single brand, and so I kind of only get clued into that it's something good by how quickly it sells or the selling price. And so this is definitely something that I would pay attention to in the future because I sold it twice very quickly. So that was on eBay plus shipping. So let's go over the numbers, and then we'll talk about our over $30 sales. So we had 13 items sell in 2 weeks or less, an additional 3, an additional 9, an additional 12, an additional 18 in those time frames. I'm just trying to save my voice and go quickly. So you can see that here. I think this spread is fine. I think that I am going to start to have a lot more sales in the 6 months plus category than I was for a little while, because I list things all year round. So all of the jackets that I've had, all of the sweatshirts, all of the heavy things, those are starting to sell that were older listings. And so if I listed them at the end of the season last year, they could have been sitting for quite some time, and now they're starting to sell. And so they're going to be in that 6 months plus range. So The main thing here is that I'm not allowing, unless it's something very specific, I'm not allowing items to sit in my store for over 365 days of being listed. They are getting pulled out automatically at this point. So really, if things are selling in 6 months or less, that's fantastic. That's the majority here. And then there's going to be those stragglers that take longer than 6 months to sell. But I'm feeling really comfortable about the sell-through that I've been having lately. Let's go over here to the overall numbers. You know, an okay week overall, but let's see. So the breakdown here is 23 items on Poshmark for $366, which is not great. Just Poshmark in general for me this week was just not super hot. eBay, however, did well. 30 items sold for $645. So almost double the amount of sales there for only a handful more items. So some big ticket items selling on eBay this week. Again, you just never know, and that's why I like having items everywhere. Next, on Mercari, I had 8 items sold for a total of $247. This is definitely uncharacteristic because of one sale that skewed everything, which I'll share in a moment. But otherwise, if you took that one sale out, it would have been right on par with every single week. So Mercari is just being very consistent for me. I wish I could get it consistently more, but for right now, I'm totally cool with the money that it's bringing in extra. So a total of 61 items sold, which is less than 10 per day, which is kind of a bummer. I mean, I have had higher ticket items sell, but I really like to be getting in the, I thought I was pretty solid at 10 a day. And then I was kind of shooting for 15 a day. And so to be under 10 a day is kind of a bummer, but I guess it's all about total sales and total profit, right? So total sales were $1,258, which is pretty decent, and an average ASP of $20. So I'm cool with that. We did have 4 sales over $30, so I'm going to share those. This one is an over $30 sale, but not a quick sale. So this was great, $34.99 for this new Tags Harlan dress. This came from, if you remember, I did quite a few Fashion Maids unboxings, and this was from a Fashion Maids box, and I quit using that service because so many things didn't sell, or so many things didn't sell for the right price point or very quickly. So I'm happy to get rid of this, and barely made money because those items were $10 a piece, and I sold this for $30, $34. Then there's fees, etc. So it's kind of one of those that just brought up the bad memory of Fashion Maids. This one is Treasure Bond, so we already went over this. So this was both over $30 and quick, so that's good. This one I got at a clearance sale from a local consignment store, and even on 90% off clearance, I think I might have paid $5 or $6 for it. So still a fantastic return. It did take a while to sell. There were a couple of small flaws that were noted with this, but nothing too crazy. But a really cool Michael Kors trench coat, and so that sold for $45 on eBay plus shipping, but that was not a quick sale. And then the last item that just blew the week away as far as being the best, coolest thing ever is this new with tags Cashmere's Raven skirt in pink. And I sold it on Mercari for $99 with free shipping. And if you know cashmere, it's light. So I think it was, only 10 ounces. And it was a retail value of $295. So I think selling it for $99 was actually pretty good. That was the listed price, and they bought it outright. And the transaction is closed. They accepted it. They rated me. So I'm very happy that that's all set and squared away. And this was an item from the bins, which makes it all the more happy and exciting because it cost, let's see, I don't know what 10 ounces is, what percentage of a pound. 10 ounces is 0.62% of a pound times $1.39 a pound. So this skirt cost me 86 cents, and I sold it for $99. Now, if I could just do that once a week, once a day, once a month, once a whatever, but it just seems to end up being once in a blue moon. The other really good sale I had a while back in recent memory was the Burberry dress that only cost a couple of dollars, also from the bins, and sold it for over 200. So it's just kind of one of those things where I wish I was finding these more often. That would definitely take the pressure off, because you knew that you were going to have more of these home runs stacking up. But they come when they come, you find them when they find them, and I think that's what is good about doing your research and doing your homework, is you can be prepared for when those home runs present themselves to you. Like if you didn't know cashmere was a good thing to buy, you wouldn't have picked this up. If you didn't know that Burberry, I mean, again, those are kind of obvious things, but sometimes good brands and things that sell for good money are not quite obvious, and it does take being prepared, knowing your brands, knowing your styles, knowing your fabrics, knowing good tags, to really capitalize on the opportunities that present themselves. So that's the week of sales that are worth speaking of. I did have a lot of sales that were just over 25 but under 30, and so that adds up in the sales numbers, but unless they sold quickly, I don't show them to you here. But I think for most people, if you have a handful or at least 2 or 3 a day of $25 plus sales, those are really good too. I'm just trying to focus in on the over $30 sales, because that's a price point that I want to focus in on for my business, and I think is worthwhile to share with you. So I hope that you learn something from this and enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much, mamas. Be sure to like this video on the way out. Go ahead and subscribe for more Reseller Mom content to get more done, make more money, and stay sane while raising kids and reselling online. Bye-bye.